That's for you. Nah, you're eating. That's on your waist.
Okay.
Oh, now, don't put it in
Everybody should be saying crisscross applesauce. Eyes on me. Okay. Let's look at our champs. We're sitting on the carpet. Conversations level 0 unless I ask a question. If you have a question, you raise your hand. We are not going to the bathroom at this time. We are not getting water. We're not putting stuff away. Okay? And participation. That means I want you to look at me so I know that you're listening. Okay? Not rolling around or talking to another person next to you. Got it?
Or your friends.
Yes. Okay. So for reading, yes.
Why is the paper sticking out?
Because I have lots of questions to ask you, and I didn't want to forget what they were. Okay. Wemberly worried. Wemberly worried. This is Wemberly. What does it mean to be worried? What does worried mean? Presley?
It is you're scared and you. I'm not scared. Want to do it because you're scared and you're afraid something might happen to you.
Exactly. So you can be scared of something or nervous. That means you're worried. Okay, ready? Wemberly worried about everything. Everything.
The grass?
Even on this page, she's worried.
What?
What do you think she's worried about? What do you think she's worried about? Just on this page, already. I see, there's 2 things already. What is one of them? Mike?
Is she grill?
Yes, but answer my question. What is she worried about? What do you think she's worried about?
The grass?
I don't think she's worried about the grass. Her eyes are looking up. She's not looking down. Eliana? That it's gonna rain. The cloud looks super dark that it's gonna rain. What else? I think there's something else. Isla?
That the snail might get her little stuffed animal.
Oh, maybe the snail. I think there's one more. There's one more. Yes.
She thinks she's gonna get stung by the bees.
That's what I think too. She thinks she's worried that she's gonna get stung by bees. It's gonna rain. Maybe the snail down here might get her. Uh-oh. Big things. Little things. And things in between. I wanted to make sure you were still here. She was worried that her parents were not there with her. Mama, what if I shrink? She's already worried if she's gonna shrink in the bathtub. Because the water, it shrinks up your fingers when you're in there too long.
I did not shrink.
Wemberly worried in the morning. She worried at night. And she worried throughout the day. What does it mean she worried throughout the day? What does that mean, throughout the day? Ethan?
It means, when it's sunny outside, she's still worried.
Well, so throughout the day means all day. She was worried all day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. Why would she worry about a tree? Why would she worry about a tree? What do you think? Nicolette? Why would you worry about a tree in your front yard? You think the tree might fall?
No, like if something fall, something might fall, or the tree might fall.
You lose your
So
voice.
Nicolette thinks it might fall on her head or the house. What do you think, Sophia?
I think
The what? Might grab her. The tree doesn't have hands. Okay,
No,
one
I
more.
can't.
Shh, raise your hand if you have something to say. Elena.
I think she's learning
Oh, bees in the trees? Well, she says here, what if it falls on our house? That's what Nicolette said. And the crack in the living room? What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? And the noise the radiators make? What if there's a snake inside?
One time I saw a snake. Me too.
At the playground, Wimberly worried about the chains on the swings, and the bolts on the slide, and the bars on the jungle gym. And always she worried about her doll, Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? I found her, sweetie. Petal's lost forever. I'll wait for you, Petal. Who do you think Petal is? Who's Petal? She's so worried about Petal. Who do you think Petal is? Dominic?
That dog.
You think it's her doll, her stuffed animal?
Yes.
Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wimberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wimberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. Why is she rubbing Petal's ears? Why do you think? What do you think? Think about it. Turn to the person next to you. See if you guys can come up with an answer. Alexa, right here. Mike, talk to Nicolette. Why might Wimberly rub Petal's ears? Talk to Nicolette. Jeffrey, talk to Presley. Corey, you can join Sophia and Dominic.
I'm joining you.
Yes, right there with Cora. Ethan, you can go to Mackenzie. Cora, talk to Alex.
I think she's
You're
very
talking? Yeah. Why do you think Wimberly is rubbing Petal's ears so much?
I think
Talk to Dominic and Sophia. Why is she rubbing Petal's ears? What do you guys think?
Where's that picture? I was going to show
Why is she rubbing Petal's ear so much?
She got good.
Isla?
Because she loves it, so she likes to rub its ears, so then it makes it warm.
Makes it warm? How does it make her feel?
You know what's so
What else were you guys thinking of?
so good?
Mike,
I think she's rubbing his ears because she's really worried, and then the dog makes her calm down.
I think so too. Did you guys think so too?
What about this one?
You guys have anything different? Mike, shh. Stop.
That's 2.
Yes, Mike, do you have something to add? Alexa?
That she didn't want to listen again and she was thinking
Corey, sit up. Oh, you guys have some good answers. Let's see here. On her birthday, hold on her birthday, how can you be worried on your birthday?
She's not
Wimberly worried that no one would come to her party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wimberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. This is the best present ever. I wish I had my birthday today. See, everyone's loving the birthday party, but she's too worried. On Halloween? Halloween? How can you be worried on Halloween? Wimberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. She dressed up as a butterfly. She was worried that too many other people would dress up as butterflies. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wimberly worried because she was the only one. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Soon, Wimberly had a new worry. School. Wimberly worried about the start of school more than anything she had ever worried about before. Whoa, she has a lot of questions. By the time the first day arrived, Wimberly had a long list of worries. So you guys are in school, right?
Yeah. I'm worried.
So think of the first day of school that you had. What were some of your worries that you had before you started school? What were some things you were worried about? Turn, talk to the same person you were talking to. Talk to Mike. Talk to Mike. Corey, we're going to tell Dominic and Sophia what we were worried about on our first day of school. What were you worried about? Cora.
Yeah, me too. No, I want more
Hey, come back. Come back. Over here. What did you guys come up with? What were you guys worried about on your first day of school? Cora.
I was worried that I didn't get any friends.
You're worried that you weren't gonna get any friends? Did you get lots of friends? So your worry's gone? That's good. Dominic?
I was worried about that people in our class would be mean to me.
Oh, but is everyone good now?
Yes.
Yeah? So your worry's gone? Zahid, what was your worry? Zahid's talking.
I was hoping to get a lot of notes
Oh, you're worried that you're gonna get a lot of notes?
for everything.
Oh. No, but you're good. So you don't need notes. Mackenzie.
I was worried about this cock.
What? Why? Because you didn't know anything about her?
Yeah.
What do you think now? Aww. So your worry's all gone? Eliana?
I was worried because I didn't think that I was gonna have anyone to play with.
Well, do you have someone to play with now? That's good.
Love everyone.
Nayara?
I was worried if I would have to play by myself with no other people.
And do you have to play by yourself? No.
No?
You have people in the class to play with you. Silly. Alexa?
I was afraid. No, don't play in your mouth.
Corey?
Now.
Oh, I see. Okay. You can tell me later. Let's see what Wimberly was worried about. Let's see if we had any similar ones. What if no one else has spots? Wimberly has spots on her. You see? She has some spots on her.
I know.
What if no one else wears stripes? She wears a striped skirt. What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher is mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry?
You don't have to cry in school.
Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there.
She were worried.
While Wimberly's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wimberly looked around the room. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wimberly, there's someone I think you should meet. Her name was Jewel.
Jewel? Who's Jewel?
She was standing by herself. She's up here. She was wearing stripes. She was holding a doll. Do you think they're gonna be friends?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
She has stripes too. She's wearing a doll. She's a doll too. At first, Wimberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. This is Petal, said Wimberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet.
Who's Niblet?
I rub her ears, said Wimberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. Do they have a lot in common?
Yeah.
I think so too. Throughout the morning, Wimberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Wimberly worried, but no more than usual, and sometimes even less. Before Wimberly knew it, it was time to go home.
You want to say yeah, you're going to the castle.
Come back tomorrow, called Mrs. Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wimberly turned and smiled and waved. I will, she said. Don't worry.
You said not worried anymore.
She's not worried anymore. Why is she not worried anymore? What happened to make her not worried? She was so worried about everything, and now she's ready to come back to school. Why is she not worried anymore? Mike?
Because you are same legs and it has the stripes.
So her and Drew are the same, and they're friends now. So do you think she's more comfortable in her classroom now?
What?
I think so too. Let's see if you guys can remember. See how good a memory you have. Who remembers some things that Wimberly was worried about? What was she worried about? Just name one thing. Presley?
School.
What about school?
That she has no friends and nobody would like her.
No friends. What's something else that she was worried about? Alex?
She was worried about that the bees would sting her.
She was worried about the bees. That was one of the first things she was worried about. We're just gonna name a couple. What's something else she was worried about? Alina?
The tree that it will fall on her house.
The tree.
Oh, good.
Let's do two more. What else was she worried about? Adriel.
The cloud.
Go.
What about, oh, the cloud? Why was she worried about the cloud?
Because if she thinks it was going to rain.
I think so too. Okay, one more.
Oh,
Dominic?
She is worried about the snail.
What about the snail?
That the snail would get her.
So we have some things that Wimberly's worried about. Let's just name some things that we're worried about. Do we have any worries? Anything that you're scared of?
Everybody knows.
What are you scared of? What's a worry you have? Mackenzie? Spiders. Cameron? Cockroach.
I
I'm
love
with you on that, Cameron.
Do you eat them? I eat cockroaches. Flavored. Some people eat fish.
Are some people saying nicely? Ziggy, what are you worried about?
Dogs.
Dogs?
To bite you. No, but they will give me stitches.
Okay, let's do two more. What's something else you're worried about? Presley?
The park.
You're worried about the park?
Why?
Why are you worried about the park?
Because one time I fell down and I got really hurt.
I can see why you're worried about the park. Okay, last one. Jeffrey.
A big dog.
Okay, but where you said dogs. Can you turn around? Jeffrey, can you turn? One more, that's not up here. Lions?
I was going to say a tiger. I was going to say.
Okay, so what you guys are gonna do, we're still gonna do centers, and one of your centers is going to be in your reading journals that's on your desk.
Amos Fairy.
Okay, you can help.
Yeah.
You're going to write something that Wimberly was worried about. These are just some of them, but were there more?
Yeah.
Yes. So you can pick anything that she was worried about and write Wimberly worried about fill in the blank. And draw me a picture that matches your sentence. Okay? Does everyone understand what they're doing?
Yes.
Do you have a question, Ileana? You know what you're doing? You're writing something that Wimberly's worried about and drawing a picture.
What did she say?
Zahid?
Can we like one of those?
Yes, you can pick one of these, or you can pick something else that she was worried about.
Or you can undo it twice. What's that called? Oh,
The dry erase board?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it in your reading journal.
Okay, stop. Can we just use them on the dry erase board too?
No, in your journal. Okay.
I think he's asking if he can copy the words,
Oh, you can copy the words.
That's what I meant.
but use your sentence,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. So
I'll do
we're doing reading journals.
They can just all start at reading journals and we'll move them off.
Okay.
I have the iReady list pulled up so we can look at that.
Okay. So let's start in our reading journals.
Can I ask you
If
a
I
question?
see you sitting nicely,
Sisters,
I
no?
might give you a
I
fuzzy.
need to talk to you over there on my keyboard real quick.
Wait.
At my